Hi, welcome to this video day, which is on the 8th of March. We're on Sunday. Just going to give our view of the best Forex trades for the week ahead. And we've got plenty of charts to look at. We'll go and take a look at them in just a moment. But in terms of the trading year so far, my view is we're just, over 2 months into it. It's been the best trading conditions in a good few years. And that's because the volatility is high. There's big moves. And a lot of traders write to me and say, it's a little bit too volatile. You want volatility. That's when you're going to get those really big moves, 300, 500 pips or more. And we've got plenty of those sorts of trades on the board at the moment. And I'm looking for some big moves next week to get into as well. So there's reversals to look for, also continuation of big trends. Now, in terms of the week gone by, we're very friendly towards the yen, and that is still a major focus for us. USD were very bullish, although we didn't get our Euro USD short right last week. We'll look at a potential short again in Euro USD, and very bullish of the pound. Now, in terms of the charts, we are going to go and take a look at them right now. But just before we do so, please do keep in mind, it is my view as of this specific moment in time. It can, of course, change in line with the market conditions and action. If you want all our trading techniques and our daily technical sentiment analysis of 14 Forex pairs, you can click on the link beneath this video and you will get live access to our member center. Now, just updated all my charts in the member center for the week ahead. So what we'll do is we'll go and take a look at them. Now I'm going to do the pairs in an order this week. Basically, I'm going to do 4 JPY pairs first that I really like, then USD pairs, and I'm going to finish up with some crosses. Right, let's take a look at the JPY first. Right, USD, JPY daily chart. One of 4 yen pairs I'm going to cover in this video. The yen, though, is just generally bullish. Plenty of yen pairs I think are going to do well. The yen is going to do well in. But just picked out 4 of my favourites. Just doing them very quickly, and then we'll shift over to USD pairs. Now, in terms of Japanese yen, it's the number 1 safe haven. And we're saying for the last few weeks, the coronavirus is causing havoc with global trade. Also, it's slowing up global growth. It hasn't peaked yet. There's nothing central banks can do to help, in our view. The virus has to peak. There's no point in doing, rate cuts like the Fed did or Bank of Canada did. That's not going to cure the problem, is it? The problem could be cured with a vaccine, not with monetary stimulus or central bank help. So I've got the feeling the yen is going to continue on its bull run. We're obviously alert, for a change or a trend change. But at the minute, I just see, pullbacks in this pair, selling opportunities. The USD going down on the yen. Now, in terms of the way we played this pair, really moves up strongly to 112, which is a monthly resistance level. And we sell off the level. Commercial smart money was selling 112 as well. Getting at 111.40, we always look for this green line, 20-day moving average, to snap if we're really bearish. And we normally expect to hold pullbacks as well, but we don't even pull back, do we? Just tumble to the downside. 440 pips. A lot of people might be looking at the chart and thinking, have I missed a big trend? Is there more to come? I think there's more to come, a lot more. And let me just show you the monthly chart. Monthly chart, just make it a little bit bigger. Get up here, 112. 1 body, 2 body, 3 body, 4 body. Commercial smart money selling down. Then we come through 106. 1 body, 2 body, 3 bodies, 4 bodies, 5. So if we look at that, it's not that big a move, really, is it? Look at that move. I've got a feeling we'll go to 100, then 90, and if risk off really accelerates, down to 80. The yen is very oversold, okay? So a lot, even the first target, it's like 500 plus pips. I would say this, and I say regularly in videos, always look at the big monthly charts, weekly charts to see the really big picture. And then that move doesn't look so big, does it? So I'm very bearish. Now, in terms of if you want to get in, how would you do it? My own view is if you're bearish, just stick a small trade in case it doesn't pull back. But if you want to wait for the pullback, first level resistance, okay? That should hold rally. So if we come back up above a 106, which is a round number, just wait for topping action, maybe come back through 106 and sell. Very often with first level resistance, though, it will overrun because speculators might have a stop cluster behind there. We always, when we're trading big trends, we're back behind second level. So if we didn't top out and we ran through the level, just sell into that double trend line. That should hold, okay? So basically, that is the way I would play pullbacks, but I would personally have a small trade in just to be in, so to speak. So this one running very nicely and hopefully more profit ahead. Now, let's got one that hasn't really run that much yet, and this is Euro JPY. Now, in terms of Euro JPY, did get a nice short trade there, but this big blue comes up strongly and takes our stop. Gave back quite a bit of profit actually, and then she runs on above 121, trying to take these candles out here. But look, I know the candle action's messy, but look how the candle action unfolds. The blue here trying to get through again, can't. Red rejection, up again on the blue 121, can't get through. Big red down, and that I think was the last push of the bulls, the big blue, major volume. Then that red tail, just under 121, we fall down and we're just kind of falling away. My own view is very bearish of the euro. I was obviously bearish of euro USD, and euro did rally last week and take me out. But hey, longer term, I'm bearish on euro USD, and euro JPY just out and out bearish. I'll discuss the euro fundamentals when I get to the USD pairs. This one's an easy one to play in my view. Just below a round number, 118.87, sell through 118.60, away from the round number through the low. If we go up through 119, you could sell back through the level if you wanted, or just sell off the 120 level. First level resistance and a round number. Our stop is back behind second level resistance, but also just behind the round number. A lot of downside. My own view is obviously chart lows, then 110, then 100, or the power level. So to 110, that's about 900 pips, isn't it? This one could really get moving. It's been lagging, okay? Now, I'll just quickly finish the pairs of two commodity, or the yen against two commodity currencies. And I'll go to the first one, which is this is CAD JPY. Now, if you're trading the yen, you know it's the number one safe haven, okay? In terms of the majors, the euro and USD would be seen as kind of safer currencies than the commodity currencies. Commodity currencies are obviously the ones most exposed to global trade, so they should get hit the hardest, okay? And this one's been hit hard. Came up above 84, and we can see these candles over here, also a monthly resistance level, and we just wait for it to drop back through 84. We get the snap of the 20-day move-in average, down, just one big blue, and a nice move to the downside. So this one's a better performer, so to speak, in terms of, this is about 540 pips, is it? Yeah, 540 pips. So, yeah, they are the weaker currencies, the commodity currencies, than the USD and the JPYs. JPY is pushing the commodity currencies down a little bit harder. You can see my target at 60. We're at 78.48, so it's still 1,800 pips in the big scheme of things. Now, in terms of first level resistance, you can see it pretty clearly here. Below 79, if we get above 79, just sell back through 79, or any weakness off the 80 level. Now, in terms of the CAD, I view it as actually on the most overbought majors. I think it's got a lot of downside potential. Yeah, it's been kind of a freefall kind of trade. You will get retracements, but the bigger picture for more CAD weakness. Now, last pair, our top performer, You've got AUD, sorry, AUD JPY you can look at as well. I'm just going to do these two, okay? Then we'll shift through to the USD pairs. This one really has got hammered. She breaks the 20, we'll come in. Look for the 20 to hold. We do get rallies back to it, but can't get away from it. And then the tumble, and now you're caught in this zone. How would you play this one? Sell a downside breakout, okay? Or back to first level resistance. Yeah, the NZD up at 60 as my target. I might extend that to 50 actually. So it's still 700 pips from where we are now, maybe 1,700. Yeah, it's a really nice downtrend. AUD JPY, the way we're playing that is similar to NZD and CAD. So you can take a look at that one yourself. There's just 4 yen pairs. Yeah, big exposure for us to yen longs. There's other pairs you can look at, like CHF JPY, which is a bit of a similar setup to Euro JPY. Right, let's go now and take a look at some USD pairs. Right, we're on Euro USD daily. Nice big move up from the lows. Our short trade we tried last week on that red didn't work out for us. Got taken out near enough at the high of the day. But in terms of the euro, it looks pretty strong, yeah, in the short term. Do I think we are going to come down? I think we could run on a little bit to the upside before coming lower. Okay, I'll come to that level in a moment. But at this moment in time, the way I see it coming into the new week, I'll go short through 111.60. So basically, if we get back below this candle close and then through the round number, well clear it, 111.60, we'll go short. But we could run on a little bit to the upside in the short term. So let's have a look at it. This is the monthly chart, sorry. Nice blue, just above the 20-month moving average, or just at it. 2 candles here, 114. You can see them. Big institutional level. It's going to be hard to get through it, in my view, but I certainly wouldn't rule out testing it. If we do carry on to the upside, we'll just raise our short entry. Okay, but we'll obviously track it daily as we come into the new week. But yeah, through 111.60 for now. Do have the ECB coming up. What are they going to do in response to the coronavirus? They've already had emergency phone calls between them about it. They will be taking action. Market thinks they'll cut rates. They could, but I think they'll go for different kind of stimulus and liquidity measures. But whatever they do, I don't think it's going to give the euro too much more strength. It hopefully will weaken the euro as we're bears. But this rise up here is really just carry trades coming out the market. They started to come out the market here. Then you had the Fed emergency rate cut. More came out. You know, if you think about it, negative carry on the euro, positive carry on the USD. Trades just being liquidated. So it's not really, you know, euro strength as such, or people buying the euro because they're bullish of eurozone. Just an exit of carry trades, and there were a lot of carry trades short. Okay, so we'll see what happens in the new week. But yeah, bearish of the euro. Don't rule out a bit more strength short term. If I was a euro bear, which I obviously am, I'd be looking at the euro proxies or euro correlated currencies to short, because they offer, in my view, a better risk to reward, and we'll come to a few of them in just a moment. Now, in terms of the next pair, it's going to be GBP USD. We're GBP bullish, and it's moved up quite nicely for us, a couple of 100 pips after that sell-off, and we're through the 20-day moving average. Nice close on Friday above 130. I think we could get continuation. Bank of England are coming up this week. Market thinks they're going to cut rates by 0.25 basis points. I'm not convinced they will. If they do, it's in the price. We've got a new Bank of England governor coming in, and he's not for cutting rates at all in response to the coronavirus. And he's right. You know, all these central bank rate cuts, you know, they're not helping. Why? Because it's not a financial problem the virus. We need a vaccine or a peaking in the virus. So they might hold. Oh, that'd be extremely bullish for sterling. Sterling is deeply oversold still historically. Um, I think, obviously all major economies are affected by the virus, but I think the pound a little bit more, or the UK a little bit more insulated than some countries, in particular the commodity producing countries. And I am just a huge bear, and have been for a while, of the commodity currencies against the GBP. And there's one in particular I really like the look of, which we'll come to in a moment. But GBP, very friendly to commodity currencies. I'll come to in a moment, like I said. But let's do another major, which is going to be AUD USD. We've been following this down since the highs. The big trend is down. Now you get the inevitable retracement back to the 20-day moving average. As you can see, after the breakdown, contained it quite well. We're just above it. Could we go a little bit higher? Basically, yes, we could. If you're coming in fresh to this one, I would sell through the round number, through that low. Okay. What if we go higher? Well, let's say we go higher, and we did get taken on our stop, which is pretty tight behind the level here. We just sell back through probably the 20-day moving average. There's going to be no big trend change here, but obviously you don't get one-way traffic. So above 67, sell back through the round number, or if we don't go through it, sell through 66. Target 60, so good way to the downside. Obviously, slowing global growth, trade, what's going on in China is very bearish for the Aussie. Did see Chinese import-export data, which was poor. But I did note that a lot of commodities that Australia produces and exports to China were up. Coal, what was it, 33%? Iron ore up 11%. Might give the Aussie a little bit of lift in the short term, but the big trend is down. Okay, so see what happens with this one next week. All right, USD CAD, and we've been holding this one for a while since 130.10. Comes up through the 20, back, has a fight to try and get lower, but can't. Moves up. It's pretty choppy price action over the last week, but it's been a good trend for us. It's 400 odd pips profit, but they're probably 600 pips ahead in my view. My target 140. Just really bearish of the Canadian dollar. I think I mentioned it when I did CAD JPY. Canadian dollar very overbought, and reason it got overbought, it's just generally, or why it's got more downside, is the best interest rate of a G7 country in terms of the Canadian dollar. They slashed their rates by 0.5% last week. They're making more cuts going forward. Canadian dollar going down against, the USD going up against the CAD, and the Canadian dollar is also going down in some crosses we'll look at in a moment that look really attractive. Crude oil fell by 10% on Friday. That will weigh on the CAD. I don't see a big trend change coming at all. If I was a bull, which obviously I am, and I wasn't in, I'd just buy continuation. So 134.20, if we're firm above 134 next week, I'd buy the dip if it came. Put our stop behind the 20-day moving average. Let's say we did run that 20-day. I'd just come back in through 133. A long way to go on the upside for the USD. It's been a decent trend. It's got further to run in our view. Now moving to some more USD pairs. Sorry, I need to find which one I want. Sorry, here it is. Been looking at this one for a few weeks, and in terms of this pair, we're heavily dollar bullish. And yes, this is volatile, it's fast moving, it's a minor pair. That's a fantastic rise. I think it's about 7%, isn't that? Got really interested in it down here when we saw a near record net short speculative position. We thought they would get taken out on stop, and that candle confirmed it for us. We go off to the upside, we bring our stop out up, get taken out on this candle here. But look at that tail. Comes back blue. Okay. that tail. Can't reach that tail. Blue. We'll just come in through 1950 and it's a nice rise up. I do like sort of those big long tails and trading big long tails, exhaustion. And this trade so far has worked out well. Despite the big rise up in the USD, if you take a look at the COT net traders' positions where you can see what speculators are doing, they still have a big net short position. I think they are going to get hurt. Could go as high as 22. It's a volatile, fast-moving pair, but I kind of like them. Because you get result quick, and very often, I'll say frequently, the minors are more volatile than the majors. Let's have a look at a Euro proxy. I'm really liking the look at this USD CZK. We had a nice long trade there. I got stopped out. She runs on. Okay, look at that tail. Nice long tail, exhaustion back above daily support. And I'll come in through the high if I get the opportunity. Looks a great risk reward trade for me, right or wrong. Okay, you want a good expected payout against your risk. And I think this offers it because we should go up to here, longer term 26. I think the Euro proxies, if the Euro goes down, they'll go down quicker. But also I feel they're not going to benefit too much more from what's going on in carry trade liquidation in the Euro because they've got their own currencies and their own interest rates, haven't they? So I really like the look of this next week. I'll be watching the Euro USD, but for me, I'll be trading Euro proxies. This is one. We'll look at another in a moment. Next pair, NZD USD. Nice short in, 20 breaks. Takes a good while to come back to the 20. Big trend is down. I just see this as an inevitable retracement. Sell for fresh positions through 63. Or if we go towards 64, you can sell back through the 20-day moving average. Our stop is tight behind that level. We'll take it out, come back through 64. It's not going to be a big trend change here, but don't rule out a little bit more strength. Like I said earlier, you don't get one-way traffic, but longer term, I think we're going down to 60. We could go as low as 50. It's been a really good trade, and I'm hoping we have more luck with it in the new week. We shall see, but longer term, great sell on weakness or bounces. What do we got next? USD SEK is the other proxy I really like. Nice tail exhaustion to a big level, which is also a monthly level. Okay, we're red on the day, but if we go positive and through that double trend line, we'll go long for a rally up to chart highs. And I personally feel, in terms of Swedish krona, fundamentals are absolutely terrible. I think the euro is going to go up on the SEK and the USD. I think this correction is a fantastic buying opportunity. And I hope I haven't cursed the trade by saying that. Now, let's have a quick couple of more USD pairs. This one, again, it's a minor pair, and I know I stress it a lot, but minor pairs will give you really great trades. Down here, we noticed a massive speculative short position, and we took a long. We got a really nice move, no touch of the 20 at all. Got clipped on that tail, yeah? But again, she exhausts. So come back in long. Nice couple of blues going to the upside. Got a target of 70. Yeah, Russian ruble, Russia, massive oil exporter. Oil prices plunging isn't helping. Speculators short. About 10% move from when we got interested in it. Big move, a fast moving pair. You don't need a big position. Small one can give you really great profits. What else have we got? Any more USD pairs? Just one last USD pair before we go and look at some crosses. This is the ZAR, USD ZAR. Again, it's the same scenario. We bought back here and followed it all the way up. Then we get taken out, come back in long. I'm going for new multi-year highs. I think that's again about what 10-12% move, really fast moving. Probably labouring the point that I like trading the more minor currencies. Right, let's have a look at some interesting crosses, and we'll look at some GBP ones, and one that I really like. Right, let's go and take a look at it. Right, we are on GBP CAD, and I just really like the look of this pair. And just in terms of why, I've already noted, CAD I think is most overbought major. USD still the most oversold in my view, and you've got fairly choppy price action. You get that test here, this big red slams into the 170 level, but then the big blue comes up. Okay, so the level's held, tail can't get there. That's the last push of the bears. We can come in long, take out the 20-day move-in average, and then move above this resistance level. So basically 300 odd pips, but there's way more to come in this. If I was not in this pair, I'd buy any strength next week above 174, or just buy a dip to support or key off that level 190. And yeah, I've got the tail high here, but the 190 is the longer term target. Let me just show you the monthly chart. Pound is getting ready. She breaks up through the 20-day 20-month moving average, apologies. Tail touch, tail touch, tail touch, tail touch. It's like birds on a telegraph wire, isn't it? Just finished nice and blue. Going up to there. Brexit candle, okay? 190, so that's 1,500 pips more to come in our view. We'll see how things go, but I've got a feeling longer term the pound may go back all the way up to chart highs. I just so like look at this pair coming to the new week. Again, I hope I haven't cursed it. I do like all the commodity currencies. The CAD has now got my biggest allocation, but I'll just cover the other two quickly. This is GBP AUD, and you can see really the 20-day move-in average has provided pretty decent support. You get a couple of tail pokes through, but we can't really run away from it, get back through it, and now we're pressing to get up. We've just come in long. I'm going to say if you're coming in long as a fresh, come in through, what are we? We're 196.19, 196.40 would do. Then we're going to 2, then 2.15. Okay. GBP NZD. Again, look at that 20-day moving average holding pullbacks. Just been keying off it. Couple of tail pokes through, up. Kind of now above the 205 level. I would just buy for above 205 or look to buy a dip back to the 20-day moving average, going to 215. So you've got a lot of potential upside to come in the pound. Sure, it's had a decent move to the upside, particularly on the AUD and NZD. It's going to play catch up in terms of the CAD. So I'm just I've been out GBP bull on the commodity currencies for a while, not changing my view. Now let's have another look at a couple of crosses. This one is GBP AUD. Nice strong rally up. Last 4 days though, not too much volatility, and it looks like we're struggling to get through here. That is a massive resistance level. You can see we're already short, just about where we entered. If we gain traction to the downside next week, down to chart lows, then to 80, then possibly even 75. We'll have to see how it goes, but looks an attractive euro short. But in terms of a euro long, I just want to look at this one here. This is actually a good trade for us. We featured it in an individual video and obviously been following it in the forecast, but we came down strongly here. We actually bought on that red candle. She runs on a little bit, then she comes up. She moves to our target. Okay, this is where buying continuation is a good idea. We exit the trade, I think it's about 350 pips or whatever, and then comes straight back in through around number 147.20. And continuation. Yeah, big trends. Still think it's got further run up to 156. Also, last week I did Euro NZD, which has made a really great move to the upside as well. I am a Euro bear against USD, JPY, and GBP, but not on the commodity currencies. I think, yeah, we do have nervousness, risk off Euro, more strength to come, dips, or buying opportunities. So, in terms of the forecast this week, obviously, we're still very bullish of the yen. Obviously, we're alert to things change, but like the yen. USD last week for us was a bit mixed. We did very well in the minor currencies, commodity currencies against the USD. We didn't do well in Euro proxies, but Euro proxies, selling them against the USD in the new week, look really good risk to reward trade. So obviously we're very friendly towards the British pound on the commodity currencies and also the euro. Commodity currencies, the weakest of the majors. Yeah, USD, JPY, Euro, GBP going up on them. I know they've had good rises, but more strength to come. Last week, nice and volatile. But again, yeah, I say frequently, it's just what we want as Forex traders. We'll see what happens in the week ahead. We've got central banks coming in the mix next week. Virus very much still in the news. Yeah, it should be a volatile week, hopefully. We shall see. But that is my forecast for this week. Thank you very much for watching me as per usual. Take care. Have a good day.